I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.
Oh, is this thing on? Biddly but yes, yeah. Here we go. There ain't nobody down round here apart from my brain, my head. Before we do that, you know what time it is? If we could drop a comment into the section, boys, Bob and Mimi, just because it keeps saying something went wrong, and then there's a picture of, I kid you not, a purple monkey with a hammer in his hand, which symbolizes to me that there is an issue on the feed. But it's telling me here, see, Cragger's in, Roller Blunt's in. So, you know, waste not, want not, I simply must. Just so there's absolutely, because we're so real around here, out there's no lies. This is all we're seeing in the comments section. Now, luckily, I'm on the software that I use, but that's not why we're here. That's really not, is it, boys? So, biddly bar. Get this monkey out of the way, bro, because I've got the monkey off my back. Get that badger in and on and over here. We had to move out to get his greatness in. I made sure, Roller Blunt, that was a minute behest of at least somebody. And I want willing to have you winning £2. Never. Yes, Brett, 89, what's good? My head, man, honestly, is like, I feel like, does anybody remember that Strepsil advert with the, they used to take, and it'd be like, it was like, grrr, and it'd like chew his throat up. Well, I feel like that Strepsil guy is actually in my forehead. So I'm now looking up the Strepsil guy, which is not really what this is about, is it? But, you know, I was going to see if I could find him right quick, but I can't. Sniffly, yes, indeed, brother. It's all in my head. I don't mind like the head, the face cold. You know, it's all like in your sinuses and that. But and then I foolishly went out for a couple of pints with my mate after work. Thought, you know, it's Thursday night, finish work, get out, couple of beers, and then I went. Literally, my mate moved on because he's off to go play darts. It was green grass. I went to go meet, and my head, I was all over the shop. I was like, not pissed up, but just like, fuck, I was all lightheaded and that. So I don't think I'm ready to booze too heavily. But, you know, that this is no time to introduce the San Miguel. But I will be having one with you boys, Bob and Mimi. You know, because to be honest, the head rush that I received is kind of worth the headache that I've got just in general, just on the basis that it's, you know, it was a new high. I've finally experienced a new high. Yes, drinks and drives. All right, boyo. Thank God you're streaming. On my way back from London, bored out my mind. Love it, drinks and drives. Love it, big lad. Thank you very much. Getting them badges in there. Yes, Pat Dumb. No, Mimi, we're trying to make it 8 o'clock. We're trying to be punctual. We're trying to be consistent. Because being consistently inconsistent, although is great, it's not great, is it? So I want to be live 8 o'clock every Thursday. Never normally, might be. No, yes, BMG, what's good? I can't. Visions. I thought Visions of Grandeur or whatever. What is it? Visions of. What's Visions of Mana? Visions of Grandeur. Visions of Ganja can refer to ambitious, impressive future goals, or more critically, to grandiose delusions. Possibly, might have had visions of Ganja. Like, that's literally what was going on in my head. It was fucking horrible. Yes, Neil Davison. Good evening, mate. Well soiled again. It's rude not to. I'm well in order. Love it, mate. We've been well soiled all season, haven't we? Apart from the little blip at Arsenal. But we've been absolutely soiled ever since. Delusions of Grandeur. Is it Delusions? I thought it were. Yeah, it's Delusions of Grandeur, yeah. But Visions of Grandeur comes up with the same. Actually, no, it doesn't. to be fair. Delusions of grandeur is a false belief in one's inflated importance, power, wealth, talent, or identity. Fucking hell, I think that's what I've got. A false belief in one's, which means your own, doesn't it? Yeah, I've got delusions of grandeur, I think. A false belief in one's inflated importance, definitely. Power, without a doubt. Wealth, 100%. Talent, without a shadow of a doubt. Identity, I don't know, because I feel like my identity is strong. I don't feel like I'm in disbelief about my identity. And to be fair, with my wealth, I think I'm more than well aware every time I look at the bank balance that I'm in danger. But talent, definitely, I'm delusional with that. Power, I don't really know how that'd work, because I don't, you know what I mean? I don't even seek any power, so that doesn't work. That's not what I'm feeling. But inflated importance, I'd have to argue that be true. You know, I do think I'm quite important every now and again. Roller Blunt, I speak to Joe a lot. I don't know if he wants to jump in on a Thursday. I don't like putting it on Joe because he works his nuts off, doesn't he? And you know, there's not, you know, I don't know. I don't like asking. I feel like he then feels slightly obliged, and we don't want that over here. I know, BMG, it's going tremendously well. I'm 2 minutes behind. It's one is never late. One always arrives when one intends to. Love it, Brett. 89. Also, you know, lateness is greatness, as people do say, don't they? Or as I think, you should be honoured by my lateness that I would even show up to this fake shit. So go nuts, go ape shit or something. I think it's a Kanye West line, but you should be honoured by my lateness. That's the self-importance in it. That's the delusions of grandeur popping up and in and on and over here. MVG sounded like he was in the middle of a nervous breakdown earlier on. I've watched start of it. I've been talking to Joe, so yeah, I will check in, as we all should often, guys, because Joe's top lad. If anything, he needs a break from YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. He's had a lot on, hasn't he? Past year. Chucking yourself. I'm not going to talk for him, so I don't need to talk for him. He said what he said earlier, which I thought were good. So, well, not good, but yeah. Delusions of grandeur sounds like most Scumchester fans. Yes, CB, agreed, man. They've got a false belief in an inflated importance, undoubtedly. Power, undoubtedly, they think they're the most powerful club ever, don't they? Wealth, that's perhaps don't work. Do you have to be all of these in order to have delusion of grandeur? Or can you just have delusions of grandeur and just have like just a few of them? It's maintained despite evidence to the contrary. Yeah, so this really is scum, isn't it? Yeah, and then there's a picture of a cat looking in the mirror and seeing a lion. Lions in the camp. Lions in the camp. Hubris. Let's have a look at hubris. We're in Dictionary Corner here, guys. This is amazing stuff. Excessive pride or self-confidence. In Greek tragedy, excessive pride towards or defiance of the gods, leading to retributions or nemesis. You never smite the gods, do you? Never be in defiance of the gods back in them days, or any days, to be fair. Yes, CB. Yes, Mingy. Just has to be most of them. Understood. The main man, Ming MVG. Mimi. Honestly, I should just write down the roller blunt. I feel like we're all like buying each other pints and stuff. It's sensational. I feel like it's pub vibes. Thank you, Mimi. Shout out to Mimi and Roller Blunt. Appreciate you. What was I singing earlier? I wanted to know what it was, actually. This would have been perfect for Underlap, but I can't remember what it was. So it's not perfect, but I was in Van earlier and I was it was like a tune, like I think it was something off TalkSport on like an advert. I'm a sucker for them adverts. Did I tell you about Bobby Dazzler last week? Really tickled me. Ant and Dec. I don't find Ant and Dec funny at all, but it really caught me off guard. I don't actually know. I wrote TalkSport an email. I'll read you the email. I know nobody's asked this, but it's well bad. But it's not bad. But I emailed TalkSport, and it doesn't even work. The email, it just sent back saying, "Oh, this no longer is in effect" or whatever. I thought it's a good job it's not a complaint, isn't it? I'm not going to be able to find it now. It doesn't really matter, does it? To be fair, I don't know why I'm doing this. My head's not right. I'm just going to get behind on comments by trying to find an email that's not even funny. Never mind. Fuck it. Never mind. Basically, it was a really funny advert, and it wasn't funny, but just caught me off guard. And I think I wanted to find out whether it was Ant and Dec or somebody impersonating Ant and Dec. Because if it was somebody impersonating Ant and Dec, I think it's even funnier. But if it was Ant and Dec, I need to give them the credit where it's due and say, because I can't stand Ant and Dec, they do my head in. But if it was Ant and Dec or Ant or Dec, I believe it was Ant. I think Dec's the one that likes sniff, isn't he? And Ant's the other one that probably does like sniff, but also likes probably like sniffing toilet seats as well. So, not just to put powder up his nose, just in general. But he just said right at the end, and it's not even funny. The build-up's too much, but it just goes, TalkSport is all right, Bobby Dazzler. And it caught me off guard. You know, when you're driving and you're like mundane, there's this like wild advert on. It's going on and on and on. And TalkSport is all right, Bobby Dazzler. It just caught me off guard, and it tickled me for about 40 minutes. That much so that I felt the need to send TalkSport an email. So stick that up your delusions of grandeur. Oh, here we go. I found it. So the subject for the email was, I write Bobby Dazzler. And the email was, hello, friends at TalkSport. This is without doubt the most ridiculous email I've ever sent. There is an advert. It caught me off guard today. I'm not sure if it's actually Ant and Dec or somebody taking them off. But he says at the end of the advert, TalkSport is a right Bobby Dazzler. I don't like Ant and Dec, and neither does my mother. But my mother has to hear the advert because the delivery of it was really funny. Any help will be much appreciated. Yeah, boy, Jack. And then I've got too much time on my hands. I think I sent that at 11:30 at night. So I don't know whether a drink had been had, but it was 7 days ago. So that'll have been after the underlap, won't it, last week? I must have mentioned it. Did I mention it? I can't remember. Doesn't matter, does it? But it was right, Bobby Dazzler. But yeah, then it just said, address not found. Your message wasn't delivered to press.releases at TalkSport because it wasn't found. Well, I got it off the fucking website. So sort your shit out, TalkSport, before me and all 30 of these viewers come for you, because we can shut you down quicker than Bolt, quicker than Usain Bolt runs fast. Absolutely, Cragger. It's going to be absolute belter. I actually fear, right, to talk a little bit of football, I actually fear everybody's concerned with Bournemouth, aren't they? I know Bournemouth are a decent team, but I actually fear this is the type of game where we actually just get done over. And I'm not going to say that in my match preview thing tomorrow. You know, I mean, Farker on about how the fourth in league, and obviously that doesn't lie. They've won 3 games, drawn 1, lost 1. They're obviously a very good side, but they're not going to finish 4th, either. They'll finish about 10th again, won't they? Obviously. Now, so if you just take away the fact that they're fourth in the league right now and say that they're going to finish 10th, really, it's the type of team that you think, well, we could maybe pick up some points. But I just think it's potentially one of them games where, like, they just bang up for it. They're really good, and we just sort of like take the hit one day because we're gonna get beat, aren't we, by teams that we think we've got a bit of a chance against. We've drawn with Newcastle, beat Brighton 2-1, beat Tottenham 1-0, and then they got beat. They beat Wolves, then they got beat to Liverpool on opening day, and they got beat to Brentford in the EFL Cup. I am worried about Saturday. That being said, you know, just go and hopefully if Fellenroad turns up and if Ampadu's at it and stuff. But they are a decent side. But that's, as I say, I'm not really making my point very well. But I'm not concerned about them. I just think it's potentially one of them. I don't want to say banana skins, but one of them type of games that are just like we end up just getting beat, and you just go, well, we're in Premier League, aren't we? Bournemouth, we're good today. Type of vibe. Do you know what I mean? If they go one up, we're gonna struggle, aren't we? Even though our goal prowess is, I think, a thing of the past, saying that is now a worry, and you know it, I think you're all discussing something among yourself there. I've not seen him. I've not seen Leeds Lens. Oh, there are levels of delusion. Yeah, that's it's dictionary corner, isn't it? All aboard. You won delusion of grandeur could be believing we are here for you and not simply the badger. Exactly. That's the delusion of grandeur. As Jack explained, yes, CV, love it. I know I didn't like it. It's just pub vibes. Very much that way, sir. Yes, Roller Blunt. That is nobody do it how we does it, do we? And nobody tries to take it serious in and on and over here, do we? So, like going back to school these Thursday evenings, isn't it, Jack? It starts off like that, doesn't it? You know, you're fresh, you're feeling good, you're feeling, you know, we're all here to learn, and then it'll digress into the dross that, you know, only the chat can create, you know. Pants and kecks, I call them. It's quite good, that, CB. I thought you were going to say pants down, stick it in then, though, but pants and kecks is quite good. Definitely not BMG. Everything, I mean, he definitely does, but there's no amount of convincing you could do for Angry Mad Gav to ever understand even what Delusions of Grandeur is, and you could not explain to him that he embodies each and every which one of them. Self-inflated importance, power, wealth, talent, identity, all when there's evidence on the contrary. I'd like to be able to say stuff like on the contrary. You know, like if I'd like to be able to say it with so much conviction, where you get to go like on the contrary. You know, like if you were, I don't know, talking like I am doing, but if you said it with actual commitment, where people go, ooh, that's good. That really tickled you, unlike 99% of the jokes that I try and hit. BMG, you tickle me often. And, you know, 99% of jokes in general don't tickle me. So do not put yourself down, brother. 99.8% of the jokes don't tickle me. So if you've got a 1 percentile, you're doing well, mate. Get those likes in and on and over here. Yes, me. We've only got 20 likes, guys. Let's whack them likes in and on and over here. Appreciate each and every which one here. So that's Geordie's on the shit list now too. Now, I don't mind Geordie's in general. You know, I like everybody in general. I get overexposed to people, and unfortunately, I've obviously grown up with pants and keck. So if I hopefully got that right, did I get that right? I need to go check because I don't want to nick it and not even get it right. Can't find it, but I'm sure I'll be corrected. Pants and keks, yeah, I call them. There's only a few comments up. Ridiculous. Head's gone. Yeah, I've grown up with them, so it's just like, oh, and I probably went through a patch of when I was like 15, and they said 20 odd then, but that's far too late. 15 thinking, oh yeah, that's all right, aren't we, Ant Deck? All right. And like, what was I thinking? Thank God I never told anybody that until today. Ant's the one who can play darts on his forehead, yeah. So can't they both though? Let's have a look at Ant. I never wanted to get to a stage where I had to fucking. Oh yeah, it is. Yes, I've got it wrong way around, haven't I? I thought, oh no, or did I get it right way around? I don't know. I get them both mixed up. Do you reckon they even like each other, these two? Anthony McPartlin and Declan Donnelly. Do you reckon they actually like each other, them fucking janks? It's our right, Bobby Dazzler. Let's get Ant and Deck over here. Come on, Ant. Come on, Deck. Let's get you in here. Get you in and on and over here. See if we can get them on. Do you reckon there's a chance? Do you reckon we're in with a shot? Because they're a right pair of Bobby Dazzlers. Like I entered with the monkey with the hammer. It's an interesting image, that, isn't it? The arm. I know monkeys have wild arms and they're very versatile, but why does it look like a Christmas fucking candy cane thing? But let's get on with the Bobby Dazzlers. So that's Deck. I know I'm pointing and you can't see what I'm pointing at, so it's pointless. Yeah, like you say, the one on the left. No, the one on the left's Ant. The one on the right's Deck. How are you looking at this, though? So am I looking at a mirror image? It doesn't matter. The smaller one's Deck and the taller one's Ant. I think they're both small, and they're not a right pair of Bobby Dazzlers, but tickle, it certainly did tickle me. It tickled me pink. Just going with the flow at the moment, BMG. I do want to talk about the Bournemouth game, to be fair. I just tried to a bit and then I got off on the wrong foot. I did see some stats about Ampadu, which was then confirmed. I think I was watching a short on YouTube or something. Oh, no, it might have been on Joe's. Where the amount of games that we've won with him and the amount of games that we've won without him is like, it's like 70% that we've won with him and then 45% without him. I do think them stats can be skewed as well. It's obviously a very good stat and he's so important, but it can be skewed ever so slightly because we've been in Championship where we won a hell of a lot of games, didn't we? And he missed a lot of games. So I don't know whether that helps the percentage or not. But we're definitely weaker without him. I think he's super underrated in our side. I did a video the other day, didn't I, about Longstaff. And I don't know if anybody's more important than Ampadu. It's just horses for courses. I just think we're proper tough in there. I thought Farker's presser were good today again. I thought, hey, I'll tell you something here that I thought that I didn't appreciate, that I didn't think was a Bobby Dazzler. Did you think this was rude, right? So they all do this, don't they, where we've all got to hold the club to account and we've got to, what is it? In press conference, they've all got to come with the tough questions and all this shite, all this drivel. And where the bearers, and the reporters are just asking, they ask shit questions, but there's no need to be rude. And they're on about whether Darlow keeps his shirt or Peri Peri if he's back from injury and he's not back in training yet. So Farker said, it's not a problem. He's not back yet. If Darlow keeps performing, then he'll keep the shirt type of thing. And then the interviewer guy, reporter, whatever his name is, goes, it's good to have two good goalkeepers, isn't it? I just thought, what is with the sly dig? That is a sly dig, and what is the need for it? Rather than holding Farker to account, that's not holding him to account, is it? That's been a little minge. That's been a little shitbag on inside and going like, oh, it's good to have two goalkeepers, isn't it? Because we didn't have two last year, did we? And it's like, all right, brilliant stuff. So then obviously Farker just went, well, I'm happy with all my keepers. And then he said, I'm happy with Meslier, silent S. Granted, he pronounced his name right. He said Meslier. He said he's happy with Cairns. But, it's rude that, would we agree? There's no need for it. Ask if Darlow's in the team. Ask some decent questions. Let's get to the root of some problems, guys, rather than like using your, your power, your delusions of grandeur, your alleged power to make sly digs with it, and have a cheap shot at Meslier silentness. When Meslier was poor last year, they weren't saying all about it, were they? And now that he's nowhere near its side, he's the third best goalkeeper at the club, or third choice goalkeeper at the club. Now we're on about it, aren't we? Now we're here to make sly digs. Not on my watch, mate. Not on my watch. You would have got more of a laugh out of me there as well, BMG, but the throat tickled. Thank you, Drinks and Drives. It was I enjoyed sending it. That's why I was frustrated by the non-return. Thank you very much, BMG. What we do is we ask when it's put in here. The delusions of grandeur don't say aught about being. What's the opposite of humble? Falsely humble. We'll find out what the opposite of humble is. It's probably one of them. Can you be? What's the opposite of humble? Proud. That can't be the opposite. Proud. Being proud's not the opposite of humble, is it? Arrogant. Maybe. Haughty. What's haughty? Define haughty right now. Arrogantly superior or distasteful or disdainful. Haughty, get that wanged in chat. Dissect that. AMG or me? £2 to the purple monkey. He deserves every penny, mate. Oh, genuinely. Cheers, Mingy. £2 for the purple monkey. We'll keep getting him back out. You get to see him now with his candy cane arm. Back in the day, he'd have been. Well, we won't go down that line, actually. Cheers, Mingy, top man. I agree, mate. Don't think we will win. However, could get a draw at home. Adams off injured in the first 5 minutes. Do you reckon Ampadu will put one on him? Because I don't think Ampadu will be bothered. I don't. And also, Pat Dunn says we're not losing. Bobby Dazzler. He don't really. He's not going to be up against him, is he? Really? We're overdoing the Adams Ampadu. Well, I'm overdoing it, and everybody's overdoing it just because on the delusions of grandeur. If I'm overdoing it, everybody's overdoing it. But I keep forgetting what I'm saying. My brain's really like it's like I've got a compressor on my head or something, or some fucking like my head's a flat tire, and I've got a slow puncture, and there's just them fucking things that you have to plug into ashtray. It's just trying to keep me up. It's like, fuck, just let it go down. Let my head just deflate. Driving it home. One of those proper industrial motherfuckers as well. Yeah, what was I saying? Ampadu and Adams, yeah. Realistically, they're not going to come up face to face, are they? Maybe once, which is enough, but for Ampadu to go out and get him. But we just want to focus, don't we? There's been a lot said about. I mean, I saw somebody put on comments saying, I wonder what. I mean, I don't know whether they were on wind up, but I wonder what reception Sinistera gets. Thought have you been on Grok or something? That's poor information. But yeah, I'm not worried about me. Everybody's banging on about Semenyo, however you call him. Tyler Adams. What? I'm hoping, to be honest though, having said that, when Harrison still gets booed at home games, I'm hoping nobody shuts up against when it comes to Adams being on ball. But they've got some decent players on bench. I actually like that Justin Clive. I don't think he's been playing much lately though. But I mean, he was flying, wasn't he, last year? Yeah, he's been up bench past few weeks. I think Lewis Cook's been injured as well, hasn't he? I think I've heard. Is Lewis Cook injured? Let's have a look. Yeah, he must be injured. That it proper rough, anyway, injuries. Lewis Cook, it's blighted his career, hasn't it? It's awful. Thank you, Mingy, for the £2 for the purple monkey. I know we've had it, but it's just worth reminding everybody that he does exist, and he's still there on my YouTube thing. So whether or not this video's gonna be Delusions of Grandeur. Has he done it twice, MVG? Quick maths on it. Did you do it twice, Mingy? Don't be doing it twice, old boy. Don't be doing it once. Ain't no stopping him. Roller Blunt says 4-3 Leeds this weekend. DCL brace, Ampadu, Edda, and an OG at 93rd minute. Gate up. What will be sensational. As long as the shooting into our end in second half, because I can't see to the other end of the fucking field as it is. So by the time in second half, it's well depressing. There is like an element of you, and you can't help it. And I think you'd be lying if you're not, unless you've got Delusions of Grandeur. That you don't want the game. You do want the moment to be down your end. Really, it's awful. Like if I'm in north, east, south stand, it'd do my head in that they always play that way first. It'd really get on my tits because really, the crux of the game is in the second half, innit? But obviously in Prem, sometimes you don't have it your own way. So in Championship, it was mint in that way because we'd have all the ball anyway. So you'd be like, you can get one or whatever in away end or in their end. It's not the away end; it's still the home end. But in the other end, and then our side, our half, that's where you make it count. Do you know what I mean? That's how you get your last minute winner. Mint stuff. I have not seen that one, I don't think, but Norm MacDonald is a beast, man. I love him. Absolutely love him. He's a boy. He's well funny. Badger. Yes, Andy, welcome. Balanced Mad Gav. Get in, that'd be mint, wouldn't it? Andy's in the building. I've no doubt I'm going to be getting down to some pepper in comments as I go here, but good Will Smith. It's only about a minute long. What is it? I'm currently on the first evening of a 72-hour fast, and it's hideous. I've never fasted ever. I've fasted by accident, and I forgot to eat, or I'm hungover. Which a bitch slap. Covertly. I'm starting to breathe heavier. Yes, Anthony Calorie. It's the underlap time again. Arrogant. Braggart. What we on tonight? Della Hyde. Welcome, sir. San Miguel for now, man. But yeah, I've had a couple of beers and then I've just this one. I'm like, head keeps going a bit fuzzy, so I feel a bit shit, big lad. But we moved on. We keep moving. Ain't nobody down round here. 78 RPM with Ampadu's improvement curve. Can he be better than Phillips and actually become a club legend? Extremely interesting. 78 RPM. Yes, I think he can have. How old's my man Ampadu? I don't think Ampadu's 25. So when will Phillips have been around the same age when we went up? Calvin's now 29. So they've been about, what were it, 5 years ago? I'm just doing that so that it suits. But 20, so say we're 24, 25. So they're similar ages. Now, I think Ampadu can have a longer and better effect at the club. And he is club captain. And we're coming up with him in a slightly different way of playing and it suits him. If I'm brutally honest, I think Calvin Phillips is a better baller than Ampadu, but I don't know if he's. I think Ampadu could be a modern day legend. Yeah, I think legend sometimes gets thrown about a little bit too easily. But in the era that we're in, I think if he stays with us and he remains captain, which he will, and plays all the minutes available to him, which he currently will, certainly under Farker in that holding role, he's a different player to Phillips, is my point. He's not going to get in the England squad, for instance. He's not going to rip it up in a Euros or a World Cup or whatever it was when Phillips went with England. And I don't think he can play further forward like Phillips potentially could and all that jazzer. But in terms of what he offers for the side, on that David Batty was better than Calvin Phillips. David Batty was the most underrated footballer ever. Well, not the most underrated footballer ever. That would be someone that would be. You'd have to be pretty underrated in order to be ever. But on the David Batty hype, where it's more get about, set the example, big tackles, easy balls, as in good easy balls, got them easy balls. Yeah, is my answer. So can he be better than Phillips over the course of his career? Yes. Will he have the accolades that Phillips has got, whether he sort of earned them at Man City or not? You earn them to a sense, don't you, when you go to Man City? Because you've got to get the move to Man City, whether it works or not. You've got to give some players the due, haven't you? And just say, they've won things at clubs where they couldn't quite get in the side, but then nobody can even get in that squad. So if you're in the squad, you are sort of worth. Man City are never going to sign Ampadu, is my point. Yeah. Kint. Yes, AO, what's good, brother? Smash a like for us, guys. Sorry, boys, I don't want to be coughing and spluttering on fucking live feed. Semenya's their danger man. Yes, indeed. I hope we could keep Semenya quiet. It's like there's some good players coming to Ellen Road this year, and Semenya I'm not worried about. As in, and everybody panics when I say I'm not worried about players. As in, there's going to be some good players come to Ellen Road this year. Semenya's a really good player. But I ain't going to there's not one player coming to Ellen Road that I'm going to lay awake thinking about. No homo. No sexual. Nothing sexual before anybody starts. But yeah, I'm not going to be worried about anybody, and definitely not Semenya. He's a good player, though. 3 goals in 5 matches. He's flying, isn't he? 2 assists. Fucking, he's a young buck, isn't he? Oh, it's 25. I get my years mixed up, me. When I see born in 2000, I think, what a youngster. What a youngster. AO says there are only 2 ex-Leeds players who deserve a return to Ellen Road. One's Rafinha and Archie. Only 2, AO? That's crazy. I mean, if you do away with, I don't know how old you are, so obviously there's a certain amount of time that you go back where they all deserve to come back, don't they, at one point. Granted, over the past few years, none of them deserve to come back, do they? Like when we went down. But there's players in there that you do deserve to come back, don't they? Oh, hang on a minute. Are you on about to come and actually play as opposed to just allowed back in the stadium? I think that's a bit ruthless. If it's not to play, that's too much. Might be the beer will provide nothing more than a placebo effect. Get some sleep, Jack. Yeah, I actually slept all right last night, Mark. But my head's just, it feels like a compressor. It's awful. Lose to Bournemouth and draw with Spurs. That's kind of what I was saying, Brett. I know that's not what I was saying, but in terms of like, I feel like Saturday could be one of them games where we just get beat and then we do really well against Spurs. I'm hoping we do get something against Spurs, to be fair. But, well, as I do any of them, but Spurs just, don't know, something that does made about them a bit. It's kind of like, when we got beat to Fulham and we could have got the draw and it's all in last minute, but we got a really good draw to Newcastle and then we beat Wolves. Well, that's what it's going to be like, innit? So say if we'd I don't know, I'm just making shit up now, but if we'd got beat to Wolves instead of Fulham, is that a good or a bad thing? Do you know what I mean? It's an away win with Wolves. It's good. The bottom at league, keeping them pinned down. You'd have probably rather lose to Fulham and then beat Wolves. I understand that. But my point being is we're going to get some points in places where you're not expecting to, and then we're going to get some beatdowns in spaces where you think we've got half a chance. And I know Bournemouth have started really well, as I say, but I'm not in awe of them. They're going to finish 10th in the league, aren't they? We have a chance on Saturday. They're just in good form. But it's that, as I say, the type of game that they'll just turn up and we get done over and you go, well, Bournemouth are a good side. We're in the Premier League. This is what happens, type of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? 78 RPM, I expect nothing but strong performances from the next two. So if we get any points, I will be cock-a-hoop. I was arrested last time I did that. You can and all within the privacy of your own home, 78 RPM, and you should be fine. I always find. Although I'm in the privacy of my own home now, and if I start playing it now, I don't know whether that leads to an arrest though, or whether it just leads to good times, because it depends who catches it, not the hoop or the cock, to be fair. But I think we'll leave that one there. But I think I've addressed that enough. Take Rutter back more, but many who'd be good enough as well. You take Rutter back. I still love Rutter. A placebo, I know what a placebo actually is, MVG. A placebo is an inert substance you believe will have a beneficial effect. Beer is a substance we know will have a beneficial effect. Love it, MVG. Agreed, big lad. It's an early start, Dr. Curious. Welcome, though. This is early for you, isn't it? The only ex-players that are good enough to return. I hope you just mean like current players, though, is my point. We're having an argument about Rutter here. Has Rutter done enough to earn his return to Leeds? I think you'd take Rutter back, wouldn't you? We're on about all our problems going forward and in the 10 role and all that, and to suggest that we wouldn't have Rutter back. I think Rutter would answer a few questions this year, wouldn't he? I think he'd probably get pushed out wide. I don't think we're going to play out a 10 all season, me. I don't know why he's got the knickers in a twist about it. Archie would not play right now. Rutter certainly would. Well, Rutter would be in, particularly with injuries that we've got. I don't know if Gray would play, to be fair, 78 RPM. That's a fair shout, really. I need to get rid of a few of these tabs I've got open. I can't keep, every time I go on can't keep seeing these two. So, right, Bobby Dazzler. Yes, Ena, what's good, man? Welcome. Thank you for joining, dude. How's it going? Can I just state that Frosted Shreddies are the best cereal, hands down. Roller Blunt, that is crazy to me. I've tried every single Shreddy and I don't like any of them. The frosted ones taste like dust, like bitty dust, like sweet dust. BMG, yeah, don't need the food talk. He's on a 3-day fast, does he? Phillips came on for City versus Town, didn't look great. Can't fault Ampadu. Agreed, Mingy. He's the absolute boyo in there, isn't he? Could you imagine Bielsa with this squad? Roller Blunt says. I think we need to put some. I agree, Roller Blunt, but I think we need to put some spec on Farker's name, though. Some respect on Farker's name. I thought his presser were mint today. I'm growing and growing and growing my love is growing on Farke every time I see him speak, or when we win, I just love him. Not just because we've won, but I don't know. He exudes a calmness that I really think we need right now, and I appreciate it. And I feel as though he's been on about the 5-year plan, and the short-term plans and then the long-term plans. He's been on about it. Since he got here, and he's currently. I currently feel like he's not just on about this year. I think he wants to get us into next year, being a solid Premier League club, and then have a little bit of a go at summit. And I think that's his plan. Obviously, he's not looking to get sacked or not achieve what he wants, but yeah, I don't think he's bothered right now. I think he knows it's a short. I think all managers know it's a short-term job, and his job right now is to. I don't think it is to finish 17th. I hate it when this is said, but I think it's to get us 10th and solid. I think that's his job. Whether people believe we can achieve 10th or not, I know I've been joking about it since the start of the season, is not the point. I think his job is not to finish 17th. You would not go into the boardroom, surely, at any seriously ambitious club and say, oh, yeah, just finish 17th, Daniel. We don't really care about performance or like whether we think we're going somewhere or whether we're playing a certain brand of football. Not that I think owners do want a certain brand of football now. I think the 49ers are relatively realistic, but I still think they'll be saying we should be aiming for 10th, Daniel. We spent a bit of money, much to everybody's behest. Got a strong squad now, stronger than yesterday. Yeah. Why are you fasting, BMG? I'm sure I'll find out the... Joe's in the house. Are you still here, Joe? I'm well behind on comments. You should know about the guy from the overlap. So this guy, right, let me find... I've spoke about him on here before. I mean, I can't just type in overlap guy, can I? But I'm sure he'll pop up. He's everywhere, man. The ginger guy, he's only after... He's only on there for the minge. It does my head in. He's one of them that... ginger guy on overlap. He's only there for the attention of it. Here he is. He's constantly... He goes in there and he goes on and he's wheedling around and he just drives me mental. And Joe's got this thing where I hate everything and hate everyone. So this is an example of a guy that just does my head in. This guy, well, not them, they're Bobby Dazzlers. This guy, man, you just can't get away from him. He's at the start of every single overlap and he's going, oh, Gary, do you like this version of tea or do you like croissants? It's like, oh, mate, please do your job and get off the camera because you're very well aware that this is going out. It started off genuine, I believe. So I think he came in, he was pouring a cup of tea or whatever, and then he pissed off. I know they're trying to create this environment where it's like, you know, everybody's a right Bobby Dazzler and everybody's happy. And it's, you know, they're just genuinely just doing the job, coming in and offering tea and stuff. And they're trying to set the scene that it's not like a proper media channel and all this stuff. But this guy, every time at the start of the overlap, he's like, oh, Gary, I were out in Liverpool last night. And it's like, oh, mate, you know, you're not far away from being one of these two. I mean, let's get back to originals, like a bit of fucking simple clip artwork like that. Don't need this guy. I'm had enough of him. Yes, Joe. I can't believe you're not a member anyway, man. Heartbreak. Although having said that, I don't think I'm a member on yours. I'm not a member on anybody's, but I subscribe, so you're very lucky in that sense. I subscribe on 2 channels as well, 2 fucking times. And I view on both. And then I get people telling me that I'm just there for the clout chase. I wanted to be green like everyone else. Joe's in the building. Are you coming on, Joe? You coming on for a chat, mate? Let's have a chat. BMG, to kickstart a beast month in October when I'm going to become a super athlete, and it is good for you once in a while. It is apparently good for you, the fasting, yeah. But I like eating too much, and I don't like being hungry. Although I like being relatively hungry because I can get more done when I'm relatively hungry. If I'm full, I'm just asleep. Yeah, nobody's mentioned Leif Davis for a while, have they? Everybody went absolutely Billy bonkers, didn't they, when he pissed off? Joe getting the love he deserves. Look, hey, get up. Come to hijack the live feed. My man Josephine. Paranoid about this fella. He thinks I was trying to call him out for him at something. I didn't understand what you were on about earlier, but now I do. He's all right, Bobby Dazzler. My fucking chest's going a bit, guys. I'm struggling to breathe a bit here. Salute for fasting, BMG. 3 days a week. I do it 3 days a week, and it helps flush the system out. 3 days a week, man. That's crazy, though, isn't it? Yes, Joe. I've no chance, Joe. Don't put pressure on me just because the goat's in the building. We go slow on Thursday nights, bro. Nobody do it how we does it. This is nothing to the MVG. Exactly. He knows what day it is. Exactly, JT. I didn't even know you was in the building, JT. That's what I mean. I fast plenty. I might try it rather than, as I say, rather than doing an accidental fast. BMG, intermittent fasting. Restricted eating daily and try to do a long fast every few months. Tough, but good for your cold shower every morning, which is real bad. I can't get in cold showers, man. I got in the other day and about a month ago, and I put it on to cold, thinking that it was cold, but I had it on hot, and I thought, right, I'll try it. So I went on cold, but that is not cold, is it? I didn't realize, but cold is when there's like zero power going into the shower. So I turned it off, and I thought, I'll just turn it on, because I thought I've dealt with that really well. And I turned it on about 30 seconds later when obviously the pipe or whatever had cooled down. I nearly fell. I nearly fell out the shower. If I'd have been sat down, I think I'd have died. I don't know why standing would be different. So he's all aboard the bullshit bus at the moment, but if he wants to jump on, he could quite literally be my guest, couldn't he? Which would be quite an enjoyable thing to do, to be fair. To be my guest. Be my guest. Be a right Bobby Dazzler. Fucking hell, I'm too keen on getting Bobby Dazzlers in. He's coming in, boys. Bob and Mimi fancies it. I get no respect from him. Get zero respect. There's no love lost. Send the link, you donut. He's on his way in. The goat's here. What should we try wind him up? He's probably he might be watching though, because he'll be terrified about Bournemouth at weekend. You see, he'll be shitting his kegs. He'll think the best team because they fought the 4th in the league and they've had a good start, and they finished 9th last year or something. So he'll be on panic. Never thought about it, but he's likely sacked off if we finish 17th. Yeah, it's nowhere near good enough. Yes.
I was trying to put my bedding on, man.
Big boy.
Yeah, I bought myself some new bedding today. You know, like a new fresh bedding. So I thought I'd put that on while listening to you. And then you called me on. You summoned me.
Yeah,
do you know what as well, bro? When you said about the guy from the Overlap, and you went, I probably thought it was about him, and that's it. I was like, you trying to say about me? What's that about?
No, I thought I used to put it in group all the time, but I won't get much of a response.
That's not him, bro.
What do you mean?
That's not that same guy. Look at his hair.
Of course it is.
Don't
Somebody
think it
find
is.
out this guy's name. I'm telling you now. That is him.
You denied him. You
Roy
sent me
Keane.
on WhatsApp.
You what?
You sent me on WhatsApp.
Yeah, it's same gadget. That is the same gadget. Right, we can have it here and we can let the chat decide. This is 100% the same guy. Don't get me riled up about this. It's serious stuff to me, this. And now we wait. Mind you, he's panicking me a bit. I just think he's just had a bit of a beard going on. That is the same guy. Can I have them both at the same time? No.
It's not, man. Look at the face.
That is the same guy, dude. 100%. That's the same guy.
It don't look like him, man.
It is.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
It is. He does my head in, basically. He's the top and short of it. He's just constantly in and around the show.
Yeah, but you hate everyone.
I know you say that, don't you? But it's just not true, is it? There's nothing funny about. See, Dr. Curious knows the same dude. I knew it's the same guy. There's no fun in liking people, is there? You don't go, oh, he's a top lad, him. I don't just go like, oh, can I talk about this lad on from Overlap because he's really funny and if he's funny, that's fine. But if it's like, I just like him, don't I? He's just great. I love the way he pours cups of tea on the Overlap. Does stuff not do your head in, Joe? Let's not pretend like you're like sensei.
No, of course it does me head in, man. I've sent you a voice note, actually. You'll have to listen to it in a bit. That did me head in. But the Overlap, man, I get what you're saying about it being, oh, it's just normal. Like, I do like that bit before, but like, you can tell now they are aware of that bit before, if that makes sense. But I hate the ad reads, mate. Gary Neville cannot do an ad read for life in him.
He's got Carragher in on a couple of them now, anyway, with Huell, and it's like, oh my God, it's even worse than it was.
It is so bad. Like,
do you like the vanilla one? And it's like, oh my God, boys, it's just not. You've got to be the natural together anyway, and then when you try and force it, it's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, like thing is bad at it as well. This is football with BBC with Gary Lineker, Michael, because Gary will go, have you tried this? And then Michael will go, because it is very nice.
I know, it's bad, isn't it?
They do a few lines of each. Oh, it's like, for fuck's sake, man.
Yeah, only way to do it is to take a bit of a joke with it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, and say like,
Yeah.
because they won't like it if they want. No, they're not on about stuff that they're not sponsored by, are they? People are idiots. It's like, you can't really get away with it, but yeah, man, how have you been, Joe? I saw your vid today, man. It was
that's for another thing off the camera, this, bro. Do you know what I mean? So
man.
But I'm all right today, though. Yeah, I'm good today. Just went over to see my little boy.
Nice one.
Yeah. Then came. I had a pot noodle while I was there as well because no one likes chicken and mushrooms. So I said I'll have that one.
Would that be your favourite? Is that your go-to?
Yeah, I think so. I did like a beef and tomato when I was younger.
I did. I couldn't have one now, I don't think.
No. To be honest, the pot noodle, it didn't taste great, mate. I think the sauce sachets have got smaller. You know what I mean?
Would that be a complaint then? Would that be something I'd be able to go? Do you just complain about everything, or can't even have a pot noodle?
Yeah, I think so.
Pot noodle in a wank. That's off something, isn't it? That's off a sitcom. I can't remember what it is, but it's off something.
I don't know. What's it called? In Betweeners or something? It sounds like something Jade said.
Yeah, I don't think it's In Betweeners. I've never watched it, genuinely.
See, that's another thing with Jack, right? He hates everybody. Do you know what he's like? Michael Owen. He hates everybody.
Oh my God.
He doesn't watch films. Michael Owen has watched about 3 films in his life, and I think he's watched. What did he say?
God!
I watched Rocky twice. He said, "Ask him last time he watched a fucking film, man."
Well, they all know I don't watch films. It's The Office, yeah, The Office.
Okay.
The Office is funny, you see, and In Between is in.
No, In Between Us is funny. Office is also funny, man. But In
Office
Between
is
Us-
actually funny though. In Between Us,
Have you watched the American one?
I've tried my best.
So I knew that you would say that because we're very similar, broski.
You-
I also tried, and then also tried, and also I'm like, no. But if you stick with it, trust me, it is absolutely brilliant. Is the American Office?
Yeah. I can't remember what my brother's full answer was, but I think he's done the same thing. But I think he double tried and still struggled.
Oh, really? It's
But
hilarious.
I became a bit more fond of it. I didn't dislike it. I just didn't think it was that good to really sort of hunker down and watch, because there's a lot of it as well, isn't there? I mean, they go on forever.
Lord. I've still not finished it because I'm not. I've just been praising it, but I get so long on something. I go, fuck, let's watch the rest of this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is. I will go back to it at some point. Yeah, that is. It's great, man. It's great. New Fantastic Four's come out, available as well. Is that your kind of bag?
What's new about it? Is it a sequel to the old one? Or...
No, they brought it. Yeah, it's Fantastic Five now. No, they brought it up to modern day, haven't they? I guess.
So when was the last one? When we were kids?
I think it was early 2000s, wasn't it?
Yeah, I seem to possibly remember. One of them got a red suit on or something.
No, well, he's flaming, isn't he?
I seem to remember the front cover of it for some reason, like stood on a mountain or something. But I was teeny tot, I think.
Yeah.
I just can't. To be honest, I do watch films, much to everybody's dismay. I always watch shit ones. They're always really shit, like phenomenally shit.
What was that film I told you to watch?
I can't remember what it was called. Yeah.
Sinners.
Yeah.
With Michael B. Jordan. Did you watch it?
I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it online.
Oh, you couldn't get it. All right, okay.
What is it on though? 'Cause you told me what it was on, but I don't have what you said it was on. But I do now. I've actually got Netflix and got Disney.
I don't think it was on any of them. I got it on my stick.
I know I need to get a stick, you know,
Mm.
because I was struggling at the weekend.
You get a tip if you. Oh, we better not promote it on here. Actually.
I know, really.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll speak to you after.
Yeah, it's because I was struggling for the game on Saturday. It was doing me head in first 5 minutes.
Right,
It was driving me mental.
You get it every time, bro. So just like
Yeah.
on radio.
What do you reckon on Saturday, Joe?
To be honest, I was speaking to a Bournemouth fan earlier,
I
and
watched it, yeah.
also Semenyo is worth talking about, mate.
I didn't say it wasn't worth talking about. So this is how
Semenyo.
No, but do you not think there's...
He hates Semenyo.
Who does?
You.
What do I hate about him?
No, he's good though. He's good. He is right.
He's good, yeah.
Yeah.
So are you worried about Semenyo though? That's my only point. So who are you not worried about? In the
Bournemouth side.
No, obviously, just in general though, you must be worried
No,
about
but bro, Semenyo's
every
not
player in Premier League.
Semenyo's not Jadon Anthony. Semenyo's not.
Well, Jadon Anthony's just come from Champions. I mean, you don't like Jadon Anthony, do you?
That's what I'm thinking. Give me some time. Right. So if I'm trying to think wingers in the Prem, Semenyo's up there as one of the best. And after this season, he will go to a top 6 side.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know, he's like a Jared Bowen is at West Ham, I guess. I know Bournemouth are better, but I think we need to, like when Semenyo's got that ball, and if it's in a position where it looks like something could create, he will create. He will.
It's good, yeah. I don't know if I'm off to sleep tonight thinking about Semenyo.
Yeah.
I'm being trying to be slightly jovial with it. I just mean that my point being is there's going to be some top players coming to Ellen Road, isn't there?
And if you
all I'm hearing is
you're going to be worried about everyone, is what you said.
Yeah, it's just relentless, isn't it? So, and you want decent players to come anyway, don't you? And shut them out a bit. I think Farkas should be worried about it, and I think we should have a plan, in order to stop him. But I don't think it's. Well, I don't even know about stopping him. I don't think it's at that level yet. I don't think he's at that point. If we again with Bournemouth, I know they started really well, but they finished we're at 9th last year, and they're very good. I know they're a decent team, but they're a mid Premier League team, aren't they? They're not. Are they going to do much better than 9th this year? Where do you think they'll finish?
I think they could get Europe.
Do you? Well, how many goes into Europe this year?
No, I'm not talking like 4 and, I'm
Yeah.
thinking they might get that last spot if they are consistent and can stop injuries, but there's no guarantees with that. But I think I put them in the same bracket as Brighton,
Yeah.
Bournemouth, that sort of, level. That's where they're at, I think.
You can pick up points against them, though.
Yeah, why not? I'm actually more worried about this than I am Spurs.
I am.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Genuine. Well, that's what I was saying before you got here. But I honestly think it's also games like this where Bournemouth just turn up and you go, and we sort of get turned over a bit, and you go, it's the Premier League. They're a really good side. We're gonna have days like this, and it might. I don't want to predict just getting beat, but it's one of them type of games where, although they'll be bang up for it and stuff, I don't know. I feel like they're in a different space. Teams like this. When they're not really chasing up, they're sort of riding the crest of the wave themselves, aren't they? And like people like Semenyo are looking for moves, aren't they? Really,
100%.
Looking to push themselves on, which is obviously good, fine. But it's just the type of game where you go, well, at start of the season, you'd look at teams like Bournemouth traditionally, wouldn't you, and think we've got a chance against these teams. And then obviously your Man City's, Arsenal's, Chelsea's, you just think we'll probably get beat to. But it's teams like Bournemouth that'll probably batter us. And then we'll play Spurs and we'll do really well. Win 1-0 or something. It's a crazy league.
Yeah, it is, mate. You're right. It is. I think, but Bournemouth, honestly, I was trying to think of how the game will go. And I don't know. It's mad. It's mad.
Yeah.
They could be amazing, mate, and wallop us. And we'll be like, bloody hell. That's what I mean. I genuinely couldn't give you. I've nothing in my mind at the minute where normally I look at something and go, I think we might win there and do that. Like I thought we'd get a point against Newcastle. I just thought we would. With Bournemouth, I just don't know how to feel about it, which I don't know if that's good or bad. They could turn up and absolutely wallop us. You know what I mean? I think what I'd like to see, Jack, is just us continue scoring goals, mate, because we scored 3. And like you said, it will come, and it did, but it's like, it's just one game. We've got to make sure we can maintain it. You know
like one half, wasn't it? I know we sort of they switched it up a bit on us, didn't they? Just started pumping it long a bit. Yeah. But it's also positive that it was all in one half, wasn't it? I mean, that was like championship. It was like championship shit, though, wasn't it? When we just used to go into that, we just used to go for it and just bang everything in. We were brilliant. Because I really panicked. I know I messaged you, but I when we went 1-0 down, I just thought, oh boy.
I know, yeah. I felt the same. I said it on the watch along. I was like, I don't know how we can score 2 goals now. Do you know what I mean? That's how it felt. So at least we know we have it in his locker now. At least we know Jack can pull the worldie out, because that shows that he's got that. And sometimes in a game, we might need that where he just bangs one in and that's enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's if he does it 3 times this season, a free kick like that. I mean, because they don't go in that often, do they? That's the thing. But
mate, it was right in the corner, man. I was calling him Postman Stack.
We need to bring Greenwood back for a bit of competition for him, though, don't we? So that there's somebody else on set pieces.
I remember Michael. Did you see when Michael Bridges said that?
What about Greenwood?
So I know you're having a joke, but in pre-season they were doing I can't remember which game it was or whatever, and he went, they've lost like a set specialist in Greenwood, and I was like, when did he ever fucking play, Michael? Do you know what I mean? You're just filling dead air at that point.
Yeah.
Mad.
It's a myth, isn't it? Mental. Yeah.
What's it? Can I just ask someone something in the chat, please?
Yeah.
Is that all right? BMG, I haven't seen you on my channel for a while, bro. And then I did see when you come on, you've ruined the show now. And then you've also said, we need to sack Joe off. There's too much football talk. What have I done to you, bro? Because you used to come on my channel. I haven't seen you for it. So I'm wondering if you've made it like shit opinion and I've schooled you, and that's why you've not come back.
Schooled you. Are you sure he's not just on wind up though? BMG likes a bit of it's just Thursday nights, I think, Joe. You're in trouble now, says Mimi. Look.
BMG holds a grudge, yeah. There's obviously something. I haven't seen you about though, bro, and I used to see you about. What's going on, bro?
What's Beth page that's popped up?
God knows. Who's Bethpage?
I don't know. Are you looking for? I'm just following on the BMG thing. I don't know whether this is like the ultimate diss or something. You're looking forward to Bethpage.
Bethpage.
Yeah, he's fasting BMG, so maybe that's why he's.
You know, when you heard him say about the 3-day thing, I've done it once, a 72-hour fast.
I don't know if I could do it, man.
It's not easy, but I heard it on. This is where BMG might have heard it. I heard it on Talking. No, not Talk. I'd say Talking Shut then. What's it called? The one that's on a Friday Club and talk to the ex-footballers.
What, on YouTube?
No, the podcast, man, with John Parkin. What's it called? Under the Cosh.
Right, yeah, sorry, yeah.
One of them every month does a 72-hour fast to clean the system and that.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd give it a bash, and yeah, it was tough though.
Apparently, I don't know if this is bollocks or not, and do not, for Christ's sake, anybody take my health advice, but apparently fasting generally gets easier, doesn't it? So once you go over like a threshold of being basically starving, and from my... Go on.
Your body starts to eat itself, basically.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why they say 72 hours, because you all that extra carb each that you've got that you don't need, it then goes into that and eats that shit to keep you alive.
We definitely overeat. When I eat, I have the massive meal or whatever it's at. There's no need for me to eat like that. You know what I mean? I think you'd be better off if you're out in jungle, you won't be eating like that. Would you be eating what's necessary, wouldn't you? Because you're better off being a bit hungry than you are totally full. I don't think you're even really meant to be full, are you? You know, when you're full to brim. That's not good, is it?
No, not when you need to lie down.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's like, I need to go sleep.
Do you know what? This is funny actually as well. This is Jack's advice to me every time. when I say, Jack, I haven't been able to get some sleep or whatever and that, and he goes to me, eat a loaf of bread.
I really mean it, man, and I mean it for anybody. Because I actually said it in one of your lives once, Joe. And I was in comments and I said, eat a loaf of bread. And I really meant it. And somebody put, that's not healthy or something. But I didn't say anything about it. You said you needed to sleep. You didn't ask me, like, what's the healthy way to get some sleep? Like, eat a fucking full loaf of bread. And if that don't work, eat another. And you will be out of it. Start with the French bread and then move on some Warburtons. And by the time you get into Warburtons, you'll be long gone. It makes me sleep like a baby, man. It really does. And I know what it's like not to sleep, so I can never sleep. It's awful. And being nocturnal.
I can't imagine eating a loaf of bread, though, to be honest.
Did you not have that as a kid? Loads. I just used to eat bread all the time. It's all my mum would give me at night. It sounded like she was horrible to me, but obviously she'd feed me.
I've met your mum. She's not horrible, by the way.
She's not, certainly not. But just have a slice of bread, love. I'm like, yeah, I will actually. And then we used to have bread sandwiches where you'd like get 3 or 4 of them and fold them up and then just eat it as a sandwich. So it was a bread sandwich.
I used to have tomato and brown sauce sandwiches. I can't lie to you, bro. I was like, give me your book.
Yeah, crisp sandwiches.
Yeah, crisp.
Did you ever have any like weird paste?
Yeah, well, I was talking about this in my WhatsApp group from lads back home. That beef paste in them little pots, bro. Do you remember it?
Sensational. My grandma used to get sardine and tomato paste.
Yeah.
Stunk. And everybody, as a kid, you'd be like, oh, grandma, I'm not eating that. And you'd have a bit and you'd be like, it was like outrageously nice. Every now and again, I have to go out and buy some. And then I overdo it. And then I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can have any more. Because they're in them tiny pots, aren't they?
Did you ever have it on toast? That beef paste on toast?
I never had it on toast, to be fair, no.
Oh, mate, it's elite, honestly.
Yeah. Buttered Weetabix. Did you ever have buttered Weetabix?
Get a pot of beef, Danny.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Getting beef out of a jar, for fuck's sake.
I know, it's mad, isn't it? I never put 2 and 2 together with sardine and tomato paste. I never really realised. I never thought about it. I just thought, oh, it's sardine and tomato paste. I never thought, like beef and onion crisps. I never thought, well, that ain't beef, is it? But I would imagine the sardine and tomato paste is it?
it'll have, I don't know, remnants of it.
It
somewhere.
must have some sardine in it, surely.
Yeah, you would imagine. So. Do you
Have
know
you
what
ever
I've realised, bro, over time, and this is what I was talking about with my mates, up north, especially in Yorkshire, our favourite food and the way that we eat is like fucking war-torn. You know, you think about the stuff that we eat, it's like ration food. Like, I like stuff like beef dripping sarnies. Do you remember them? Beef dripping sarnies with a bit of salt. My favourite pudding, yeah, is cornflake cake. You know what I mean? Like cornflakes. Genuinely, when you speak about it, it's like, actually, we ate like we were in fucking like the World War II, man. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I'll eat oat as well, Joe. I'm like, just put something on plate and I'll eat it, like out of politeness. So if I'm around at somebody's house and they serve me something up, I'm like, oh, I'll just eat it. I promise you I'll eat it. I'll never let you down. It's getting eaten.
You like fried bread, Jack?
What, like
When
when
having a
it's
breakfast?
soaked?
Yeah, man. I had breakfast at Morrison's this morning and got fried bread, man. It's very sickly on me, but I
Yeah, I
love
can't
it.
have loads. I can half a slice does
Yeah.
me normally.
Yeah, same.
But yeah,
Oh,
it's
good, bro, man.
you can't.
With beans and tomatoes and that. Whoa,
I
bang.
know if you lather it up with some stuff, get all bit
Oh,
fried egg on it.
I had scrambled this year, to be fair. I don't know why. I just felt scrambled. I normally have fried, but I thought I'll have two scrambled.
If it's on offer, I always get a poached. You know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're just not enough. Do you know what I mean? On breakfast, they are nice though. I like
the reason why I like the poached is because when you break them, it's all yolk and it's all everywhere, and it's like.
Do you know my daughter only likes egg white?
I've never known that.
They leave the yolk, bro. I'm like, what? What? I don't like that. What? I said, give it here.
Yeah. What? Even in a boiled egg, though.
No, so just a fried. She'll only eat the white. So if I make fried, she'll only eat the white bit. It's mental.
Because sometimes eggs can make me feel a bit dodgy. Like they make my mind feel a bit sick. I feel a bit like, oh, it's a bit weird. But the yolk I can always eat. But the white I'll remove.
Yolk. If you get bigger yolk, obviously. I love big yolk.
It's the best, man. I wouldn't
eat a loaf of bread if I could dip a full yolk. If I had enough yolk to dip it in, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's like the best sauce ever, isn't it, really, when you put it like that?
Yeah, it's banging.
Although my mate made eggy bread once when we went on holiday, and I don't know if it was just because I had an hangover, but he made this wild amount of eggy bread, and it's one for me at all.
No, I like French toast. Is that? I think
that's same.
That's same, is it?
French toast is not eggy bread. French toast is what you're on about, in it? Fried bread.
No, it's got I ain't got cheese on it.
French toast. We're both googling it now because I'm not having you lie to me. French toast is fried toast, isn't it?
No, it's dipped in milk or cream, then pan fried.
Oh, I don't know about milk and cream.
I do like that, but it's not the same like fried bread that I got my thing work like French toast. I think French toast a bit sweeter.
Mimi's gonna be sent to the kitchen.
Here's one for you, Jack, because I always ask this. Like a first date question. This conversation's gone down a bit. If you're on death row, right, and it's your last meal, so you're allowed one main meal, a dessert, and a drink. What do you go with? You're not
going to appreciate. You're just going to go. But I'd just have a Sunday dinner, me.
Yeah, well, mine's not too dissimilar. Mine's toad in all.
Is it really? Yeah.
Yeah. Toad in all's my favourite meal, man.
Yeah.
Love it. With loads of trimmings of that gravy and obviously sausages in Yorkshire puddings, mate. Banging.
Yeah. The only thing I would say about toad in all, I like it. I don't like them when the sausages have been made in the Yorkshire.
That's the part that I like. Yeah, I like that. Otherwise, it's not toad in all. It's Yorkshire pudding.
You can make a Yorkshire and cook two sausages separate and put them in.
Yeah, that's not toad in all, though, is it?
Why? It is, isn't it?
It's not together.
Right. Well, I don't like toad in all then, but I do really like my version of it, which I think is pretty much exactly.
Imagine that. Say, what are you having? Toad in all. What are you having? Sausages. Oh God!
I know what you
But
mean, Max. It's not
yeah.
the toad's meant to be stuck in the hole, isn't it? That's
The
yeah.
sausage in the hole. Where? What's your dessert?
I'm not a dessert man, you know. I'd rather have a starter, but if I had to have a dessert, I'd probably just go. To be fair, if I'm on death row, I can have whatever cat. So, but I'd go something really like I'd just have a Mars bar ice cream or something. I think.
Oh, I like Mars bars, but I prefer the Snicker one.
Do you to the? I think the Mars bar ice creams are the best, man.
Nah, Snickers. You got to have that little bit of nut crunch, like just something outside of the caramel and the thing. It's nice, but mine's cornflake tart cornflake cake with custard and all that. Then what about your drink? You're having a pint, aren't you? You're a pint man. You love a pint.
I'd have a Peroni, yeah.
Yeah, pint. Yeah, mine's just a full fat Coke. Can't beat full fat Coke.
Yeah.
I knew you'd be a pint man. You'd probably go, could I change these meals for 3 pints instead?
I would, to be fair. I just want to get blasted if I'm off to go die. I think.
Yeah.
Although I don't think that'd help because unless they were doing it there and then, you wouldn't want to have to do that walk with an hangover. It'd be even worse. It'd already be a jittering mess. I wouldn't want morning shakes with it.
Here's a question then, based on your film and also having to walk that mile. Have you watched Green Mile?
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
And what do you reckon to that?
Well, it's one of the reasons why I don't watch any other films because
You're lying, man. You're lying because it's fucking brilliant.
I know.
I cried my eyes out, mate.
Oh, that's what I mean, though, man. I can't do it, man. I can't deal with shit like that. When you're watching a film, that's not what it's about for me. It's too much.
Did you not cry?
Oh, it's too much, man.
Oh yeah, man.
It's too much, man. It's awful. I can't stand stuff like that. It's just brutal. Do you think he's Jesus, Joe? Is that the whole point?
I hadn't really thought about it like that.
I thought that was the point because he's healing them kids or whatever at start, isn't he?
And they try getting done for murder, don't they?
Yeah.
And when he goes, "Shall I let you go, Johnny?" He's like, "It's okay, boss." Let him save you. Let him save you.
I know. And then he heals. Yeah, because he heals Tom Hanks in it, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's it. Yeah, he grabs him. Yeah.
It's too much, man.
Yeah. And that guy, when he kills his little mouse, man, Mr. Jingles, he stands on it, doesn't he?
I can't remember that, to be fair.
Yeah, man. He's got the little mouse, and that guy, the guard who's a wanker, basically. Yeah, he kills his mouse, doesn't he? So then.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
Him, doesn't he? So he ends up being bad at the end, doesn't he? So.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, because that's the guy who don't put the thing in his, so that he doesn't have a simple.
Yeah, he don't wet the sponge.
Yeah.
So he like burns.
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great film, though.
It's a film not real, but it feels real, doesn't it? It's based on the truth, isn't it? I watched this is what I mean about films. I watched All Quiet on the Western Front. Have you watched that?
No, any good?
Well, I won't watch it, and I don't know if it was good or not. That's what I'm saying. I watch films and I'm like, oh, this is why I don't watch them. It's so sad, but it was that sad. It wasn't even depressing. It was that sad. I just thought this is just so bad and sad. It's obviously about the war, but I just thought this is so brutally sad that I was just like monged out to it. I was just like, just dead inside it.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, and she'd fallen to sleep. She was adamant that we were watching it, and I didn't want to watch it. And then she'd fallen asleep, and I'm there like sat up all night watching it. Like, do you know what I mean? Just on my own watching this brutal film. It was awful.
Yeah, I've not seen it, man. No.
Yeah, don't watch it.
No.
I don't like war films, really.
I like Saving Private Ryan.
See, that's too much for me as well. I think I'm soft at heart.
You are.
I can't watch all the brutality, and I understand it, and I get why it needs to be there because don't want to be that guy, but it's educational in it, and we need to be aware that this is getting serious here, but do need to be aware of what sacrifices been made and stuff for us. But I get it. I don't need to see it. It's fucking it's awful.
That's a great film, though.
Yeah, I preferred shaving Ryan's Privates, whatever that was. Remember all them spoofs?
Oh, mate, mad, innit?
They were the days, you know. They were the absolute days.
I'm trying to think of some more now, but yeah, mad.
There was one called Boobzilla once that my brother brought home. 'Cause my brother used to go to the pub and then Gadget walk around with all DVDs. Do you remember when they used to go around? They'd sell you DVDs. They brought home this thing called Boobzilla, and it was the funniest intro I've ever seen. It was all like comic popping up with like Boobzilla. And it'd be like, suck 'em, squeeze 'em, fuck 'em, Boobzilla. And it was like, this is
Oh god,
back when porno used to be humorous.
not your chuppies wang then, no.
No, it's a bit of humour involved. That's what it's all about. Thank you, JLUFC, top man.
Right, Mr. JackCity, I'll leave you with your crew.
Nice
So
one.
you
Cheers for
can,
popping in, Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'll listen. I'm going to listen while I do the rest of my bedding, so keep me entertained for a bit.
Nice one, sorted. Shall do. Shall do.
No,
Will do. Cheers for coming
big up,
on. Big man.
everyone. Peace.
Take it easy, man. And there he goes. What feels like just as soon as he came, he's gone. He's blown his load. He's come and thrown it all over me. We shot a bit of the shit. The shit shooters. I'm sweating as well. Not as well. I don't know if anybody else is. I meant just as an add-on. Thank you, JLUFC, by the way. Also, it's much appreciated, big man. Is there a beef then, BMG? I don't want to go back over it, but I was unaware of any beef. Get back on over to Joe's. Nobody do it how he does it. Man on Fire, is that let me have a look here. Oh no, that's not what I'm on about. what am I on about? A Johnny Cash film. I want the line. I've got mixed up with Ring of Fire, Anna. What a dickhead. I don't watch films. I do my best. Most films today are shit, Jack. Bunch of comic book CGI bullshit. To be fair, though, Matt B, I agree with that. But they're the ones that I like. I actually think I like super duper childish. But I like Transformers. Should have said that. Because I watch all of them when they come out. I'm straight to the cinema. So I like all the sound effects, and I was frustrated last time because my mate does a lot of tracks for adverts and like trailer music and stuff for like Adidas or whatever. And he says that a lot of the time in the trailers they use a different music production to vajazzle to do up the trailer for the film. And the trailer for the last Transformers was the most mental like sound effects I've ever heard. Now I can't wait. I love like individual noises. Me, I'm a proper sucker for like a and that's all that. Apart from this cough that it just triggered, and that's all that Transformers is. So I'm just literally like in the zone, and then visually stimulating as well. There's no plot or all, but nobody cares about that, or I certainly don't. But yeah, the trailer it did not replicate the it wasn't in the actual movie, which is a crying shame. So the movie wasn't as good as the trailer sound effects wise. Movie reviews with Jack. Joe says he's a film buff, but I suppose when you talk to people that don't film, then everybody's a film buff, aren't they? Because I'm just going to write down a load of films and tell everybody that I've seen them, and then just like read the review and go, well, I thought it's like, what was that? What was that? My last Google search. See, Man on Fire. I forgot actually, dude. I have seen it. It's brilliant. It's probably my favorite movie throughout the entire 15 years I've worked in photography. I mean, obviously, if you're working with film, spending time in dark rooms and editing in Crestive Suite, this movie speaks to you in ways no other can. And that's what I like about it. I live in National City, San Diego, 14.8 miles away from the Mexican border. Now, I haven't been down there in 3 years, but in the old days, when I pay a visit, I would be treated to a world of lovely, friendly people, good spirits, excellent drinks and food, a real feeling of brotherhood and kindness. Of course, being a weekend tourist, that's only the calculated face that I see. Unfortunately, they're worth 114,000. What is this guy talking about? So if I'm gonna read reviews, that is just waffle, in it, that. But I think everybody got the joke. $1 Million Baby, is that the I'm gonna do it again because I don't think it is. It's not. $1 Million Baby is what am I on about? Is it the $1 Billion Baby or something that I'm on about? It can't be $1 Billion Baby, can it? Oh, fuck knows. I don't know what I'm on about, but it's definitely not that memey. But I have great anticipation that I'll watch him as well. BMG, no, there is no beef. There's loads of other creators now, and I don't have time for them all. To be honest, he can get a bit cranky at times, which I'm not a fan of. But I'll return. Get back over there. He's not cranky. He just shuts up all the shit stabbers. True stories, gangster boxing films. Not a boxing film, man. Arse ripper, but gangster films I love. Godfather, Scarface, Departed. I'd class that as a gangster film. Goodfellas. I tried to watch The Irishman, but I got bored, like desperately bored. DeBrasco, whatever it's called. Donnie Brasco, whatever it's called. Not Donnie Darko. Is it Donnie Brasco? The copper guy. That's a mint story, that. It's good stuff. Good double bill with the Green Mile, that meme. Yeah, I know that'd send you into oblivion, wouldn't it? Yes, Jay, thank you, brother. And there's the respect, and you know it. Big Lebowski, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Godfather trilogy, Goodfellas and Scarface. Mine, yeah. The last three, certainly. I've never watched Big Lebowski. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Let's have a look at Big Lebowski. And comedy, crime. Comedy and crime. I like that Steve Buscemi guy. Buscemi, that guy that was in Con Air. It's a good film, isn't it? No, don't ask Ripper. I know this is Braveheart or whatever. This is Braveheart. This is Braveheart. I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna chop that up, I think. This is Braveheart. Yes, Solanum, what's good, Linianum? Denzel, can't beat a bit of Denzel. American Gangster with Denzel, that's good. Training Day, that's good. Peter North, I don't know whether you could lean me down a crack here, but I'll test it out anyway. Oh no, he's an actor, fair enough. Sometimes worry with you lot. Oh, hang on a minute, no. You fucking... Oh... You've got me double there, to be fair, BMG, because I thought you fucking knob. Shalstone Rover won 44-0 in final, and my lad got man of the match, scored 3 tries and kicked 3. Get up! Shout out to Shalstone Rovers. Get up, JT. Sensational, big man. Man at match performance, everybody. Round of applause. Big shout out. JT's boyo. What's the boyo called? MVG. Joe's not a film buff. I pulled him up last year when he said he has an eclectic taste in music. He just went, ooh. Well, but everybody's got an eclectic taste now, aren't they? It's the new It's the modern day age, isn't it? Nah, this is what I mean. It went. The review didn't go to plan. There will be reviews, but if I'll have to find them on the fly, obviously. What as people will fucking hell. Hello, love. Don't let it kind. I'll be 5 minutes. What are you doing? Cats are causing a ruckus. Did I tell you my cat's a dude? The cat was a girl and now he's a dude. I don't know if I've told you that or not, but he's got a penis. It was quite the turn up. He's got a willy. The problem is we've been drunk while I do these as well. I don't really remember what we know and what we don't know. But it's a good assessment of whether I'm telling porcupines, isn't it? Because if the same stories come up when sober or drunk, or the curse of repeating yourself. Raging Bull. I need to see that. I like Skarkorski, whatever he's called. I do indeed. Although, no to Raging Bull. But I thought Raging Bull. Oh, it's a boxing, isn't it? Boxing film. Robert De Niro. The real Donnie Brasco, that's it, yeah. Quality, yes, Tommy K, absolutely. The Fighter. I'm going to watch one of these tonight. Let's have a fucking vote here. Find something on Disney or Netflix for me to watch and we'll have a vote. But then she won't want to watch it and then I'll be asleep. Ricky Gervais did a great intro for Stallone. The versatile actor has played so many varied roles. He played a boxer and Rambo, Sylvester Stallone. I feel like that whole thing rhymes. I know it's just because you've said Stallone a couple of times, but Ricky Gervais did a great intro for Stallone. The versatile actor has played so many varied roles. He played a boxer and Rambo, Sylvester Stallone. That's bars, is that, BMG? You got bars for days there, mate. Should we have another run through of that? Ricky Gervais did a great intro for Stallone. The versatile actor has played so many varied roles. He played a boxer and Rambo, Sylvester Stallone. Fucking best film ever. That, to be fair, Mimi. That is a reheat. That's a reheater. Have we seen you since, JT? I can't. Have you had the? I forgot about that. Sean Connery. I don't know whether is it my dad. I think my dad likes Sean Connery. I think. Oh no, it's not Sean Connery. I'm getting him mixed up with that. Sean Connery's that guy that wasn't on about beating his missus up or something. Which I'm not laughing at that bit, but it's all about just sometimes they get you to a point where you just got to hit them. I'm on about Clint Eastwood, I think. Not the punch, but my dad likes Clint Eastwood, I think, but Sean Connery's the guy in it that says sometimes you just got to give your bird a backhand or whatever. It's some wild interview. See, Raging Bull's getting played. Tropic Thunder, I've seen, to be fair. That's funny. You talking to me? Jack Black, yeah, yeah. If Joe's still here, I'll just, for the sake of it, say I don't like Jack Black, but I do. I actually think King of Rock, Kid, fucking hell, what's it actually called? School of Rock. I think's decent, to be fair. I think that's quite funny. And I've watched all Jumanjis. I used to like the first Jumanji back in there. Not seen any of them. I like Man on Fire is okay. That's the review that I should read, Ming. She didn't say all, but she probably will have done, Josh. She's not had a Prosecco, so. I did. Literally, I did, yeah. And I was worried about what I thought was her, because I thought, what is that? And then it became a reality that it was what I can only describe as a penis. And because he's now my lad down there, not down there, but outside this room, it were great to see him in action. It was great to see him. That is so perverted thing to say. I didn't mean it quite. I just meant like great to see my lad. You know, I didn't mean great to see my lad's knob. He looked at me as well because he like cocked his leg up and he like looked at me like, yeah, go on then. You lot of all thought. And we've actually got a girl cat, and we're certain she's a girl. And she'll be, because she's always hissing at him and stuff. And we're always like, oh, don't be horrible. And then it's because she's the only one that's known since it got here that he's a boy. Week tomorrow, JT. Best of luck for it, big man. Kez. I used to get called Kez. What's the actual guy called? Because he's not called Kez, is he? Come here, Kez. What's the... I think we spoke about Kez before, to be fair. So I used to get called Kez all the time. Billy. Yeah, Billy. I encapsulated everything, didn't it? With like pedo PE teacher as well, because they were just 10 a penny, weren't they? Everybody's had a pedo PE teacher. I don't know what I'd put in it, to be fair, AO, but you do love a poll. Nose is gone. Chest is aching. Yeah, we did. They never let us read it though, Mimi, because in our set it were like, as soon as the book came out, carnage ensued. So they just used to wheel TV out for us like we were a set of people like a Clockwork Orange or something. And she'd be like, well, watch this then, you thick bastards. And we'd all be like, it's TV. He's wheeling TV out with one again. Samaritan. Not seen Samaritan. I like Sylvester Stallone for some reason. Much to Joe's dismay, but he's another one that I like. Just to address that I hate everyone thing that Joe always goes on about. As I say, you only discuss people that you sort of dislike, or I do. You don't. It's very rare you go, oh, I was I can't even think of an example. But this fella is not a real Bobby Dazzler. Is he a mate? Is he a mingy? He's a real Bobby Dazzler. Oh, fucking hell, I'm starting to feel a bit shit again, boys. And Bob and Mimi. Casper. Oh shit, he's called Casper, isn't he? Where did I get Billy from? It says Billy there though. Mrs. Casper, yeah. Is he called Billy? He's called Billy Casper, isn't he? Come here, Kez. So fucking hell. Let's have a look at him now. See this? He's with his bird here as well. See, this is the imagery that we want on the underlap, innit? None of these Bobby Dazzlers. We want this fella up in this bitch. Oh no, I can't get away from this monkey. He's a real Bobby Dazzler. That's him, alive and well, kicking. Well, I don't know if he's alive and well, to be fair. Maybe shouldn't have gone to that extent. But he is alive and well. So we can now confirm that David Bradley, best known for his role as Billy Casper, as a Ute. Yeah, I used to get called Casper. Bastard, ruined my childhood. Solanum, we've spoke about bestiality on here before, and it is past the watershed. But yeah, do you not think everybody did, Ming? All my mates have had, like, I mean, to be fair, all my mates are in the same year, I suppose, but everybody I've met across my life has always had a bit of a dodgy teacher. It's always PE teachers. Always wanted you naked in shower, or not just individually, just everybody. They just wanted willies out, and a lot of lads used to oblige. All bedwetters. I remember when they brought out the wooden apparatus PE equipment as well, and somebody didn't eat on those days. They used to let us play dodgeball, which was mint. And in year 6, when you used to be able to sit, you used to go into PE hall, didn't you? And they'd let you sit on benches that they'd draft out. Just realised I've still got Kez in here, but come here, Kez. There's always one per school, I think, is a relative success rate, I'd say. And I think if you don't, you haven't lived. I mean, how many schools are in country? See, now we're getting serious. How many schools are in the UK? Secondary schools, because I don't know if the perverts work in primaries. So there's 4,181 state-funded secondary schools in the UK as of 2025. So how many teachers? So what's 4,000? How many teachers would you say is in every primary school? 30? Would 30 be fair? No, would there be more than 30? Probably 30. Somebody give me a number and we'll go with that number. We had a bit of both. Somebody give me a number of teachers in the school. First one to put it in wins. Yes, Mimi, yeah. Yeah, it was just an excuse to annihilate everybody, that. With the pervert teacher in corner just rubbing his thighs. Oh, Pat Dunn, thank you, dude. Cheers, man. I appreciate you, man. I will actually, fuck it. That's a good idea. It's a good shout. If we win, we're all quids in, aren't we? Thank you, Pat. 12 is nowhere near enough, arse ripper. In a secondary school, 35 BMG. I know I said I'd go with first one, but we're trying to be jovial here. Thank you, Pat, by the way. Well, hopefully you... So 4,181 times 35 is 146,335. So out of 146,335, each school only has to find, mind you, I suppose, no, it doesn't work like that. Maybe just by law of averages, the odd school does have 2. But what I'm saying to you is I guarantee there's 4,181 minimum dodgy teachers in a secondary school. And when my point being is when the population of teachers in the UK is we're looking at 146,335, I don't think it's hard to find 4,181 weird people. Do you deny that? You know it. You know it. De Niro is a twat, Mark B. I'd be inclined to agree, to be honest. I'll tell you what I did watch. Did I tell you that I'd watched? I can't remember when I went to go see it, but I went to go watch Conjuring on Sunday. And I felt like shit. And I had a hangover. And I think it's my last horror film. I can't do another one. It was fucking awful. It was hideous. I was absolutely shitting my kegs. Like, not scared, but it was just so jumpy and so, like, And the dad on it had like a heart problem and that. And then I'm thinking like, fucking hell, well, I don't feel great. And I'm like popping around, just like, popping and locking like some monsters on there. Once you've seen it, once they've jizzed and you actually see the whole thing, it's not a problem. But it's just waiting to be shut up. It just put me in a nervous disposition. I just thought, I don't need this anymore. I don't know if this is having a decent effect on my body. And then I've come out with this cold now. So I think conjuring's done it to me. Mimi, our boys' PE teacher got sacked for being a perv. Kept just walking into the girls' changing rooms when people changing. See, the figures don't lie. The figures don't lie. Hey, MVG, I 100% agree. 100%. The real scary ones are the ones that fuck with your head. They're not, but they're struggling. They're struggling. If it's not jump scares, they don't know what to do, I don't think, anymore. How many teachers taught me? Oh, you're coming at it from a different angle, arse ripper. I appreciate you, brother. Sorry, I shouldn't have shot you down. You're saying you meet 12, don't you? That's why the PE teacher has to be the perv then. Because he meets all students, doesn't he? So in order, so that's maths that I can't math. Because that's all the students meeting the perv. So it's more on the headmaster. So that's what it is. There's 4,181 headmasters in the country. And it's their job to find out of 146,335 teachers, it's their job to find a pervert to teach PE. Because all groups go to that teacher. If you're in science, you've got loads of different teachers, haven't you? Absolutely. I've got you now. They're always PE teachers. RIT teacher also got sacked for saying to a student, "Shall I check you or your workout?" Oh God. Things when you're talking to kids, what does that even mean to a kid as well? It's like, what even is that sentence? Where's the win there? It's so bizarre. I thought Exorcist was shit, you know, man. Honestly. The Hitcher, what's the Hitcher? $1986. Is that actually scary? Only watched first one, to be fair. They're worth a revisit. Oh, it keeps happening that I forget to remove them. Ball bag. The ball baggery dumbfounds me. I would argue yes, Mingy, yeah. Our head teacher left, funnily enough, just after our eye teacher got caught out. Well, he'll have moved on, won't he? He'll have moved on to the next school to keep because the ratios are out, aren't there? There's another school that needs affecting at that point. Pink Floyd were woke to teachers. Ling before bring. Woke was a thing. We're all rhyming today. The usual suspects. Unless you mean the perverted. I tell you what is fucking weird. I know I mentioned it earlier, but Clockwork Orange is horrible, in it. That's messed up. That fucks in my head a bit. It's all the camera angles and all like the thin corridors and that. It's awful. Sounds quite good though, doesn't it, Roller Blunt? Female French teacher. That'd probably kept me in the lessons. I don't know if Z would be French or not, but Leonard Skinner. Get up. pedo pimps. A pimp to the pedo. We're going more perv than peed. Because I do think there's a line that, and there's an in between. But I'm going perv over peed. Because, you know, my PE teacher was a pervert and he left. I've just realised that he left. But then we still had a bit of a perv. The first one was maybe a peed, the second was a perv. Maybe it's developed over the years, I'm not sure. Definitely, I mean, that's maybe when the head teacher needs to be moved on, when they go too far with it and they don't get the pervs, they get the peds. Because, you know, it's a fine line, isn't it? The Exorcist still stands up, but its reputation has done it no favours as far as expectations go. It's just all the throwing up and that. I tell you what, I thought was scary when I watched it at the time, years ago. Exorcism of Emily Rose. That shut me up. Not the possession stuff, says MVG. My PE teacher was a Japanese POW. Prison of war. You can imagine his trauma. I don't know if that's a joke or not, Clem. That's awful. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to watch it again. I watched it when I was a kid. Roller blunt. Take it easy, BMG. Thank you, brother. The good, the bad, the ugly. Favorite Clint Eastwood film, anyone? I'd go for Unforgiven or The Outlaws. Hey, I keep saying, hey, I'm turning into my fucking mum. She goes, hey, listen to this. Hey, listen to this. There's a film. No, I thought it was Outlaw, but it's not. And I actually want to watch it. It's got Shia LaBeouf in it, and I thought it was called Outlaws, but it can't be. Because I watched a bit of it and then I fell asleep. Lawless. I actually want to watch that. Might give that a shout. Right, I'm starting to sniffle, guys, so that's my cue. I'll finish my beer with you. And then, because I'm not, one thing I refuse to do to you and me is sniffle down the microphone all night. That was the loudest gulp I've ever done. I've gone from saying I won't sniffle down the fucking... He might be in it as well, to be fair. I think it's a bit of a blockbuster. Shia LaBeouf, Tom Hardy and Jason Clarke. Yeah, it was mint. The first I watched, I hate saying I was hungover because it just sounds like I'm constantly hungover, but this was years ago with my mate at studio in centre of Leeds. Yeah. It was mint. I was watching that. He was like, oh, watch it, you'll love it. And we got like 20 minutes in and then we both passed out. And then it was, as soon as we woke up, it was pub time again, wasn't it? When you're 20, it's just like, you can just, I don't know how anybody can be down when they're 20 at this point, just constantly. Detestable, the mint word. Hit them likes, thank you, JT. Smash a like for us, guys. I'm out of this, blowing this turkey. Take it easy, everybody. I'll do a shit vid tomorrow. Cheers, E9. The wings, as always, man. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Mimi and Roller Blunt for the 5 squidlies. Ming for the monkey love. The purple monkey love. Just Joe for becoming a member, which will be returned. JLUFC for gifting out a membership, and my guy Pat Dunn. Appreciate every which one here. Cheers, guys. Cheers, CB. Cheers, Mingy. See you Saturday, Mingy. Take it easy. To every which one here. I promised you I'd finish my beer. I simply must. Take it easy, JT. Shout out to Shalston Rovers for the win. Get up, our kid. Shalston Rovers, that man of the match performance. Get up. Take it easy, everybody. In a bizzle.
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.